Hello, students. So, a little introduction to Project 3, which is what I'm calling a multimedia advocacy project. The grade for this project is 25%. The format is a multimedia project. Your audience is an audience that you choose, but it needs to be a specific audience. So you can't just say, my video is going to appeal to the general public. I want you to pick something specific. So, for example, I think someone in the class is doing fraternity hazing. They're building a website on fraternity hazing. And for me, a great audience for that would be college students. What I'm looking for when I grade this project is I'm looking for you to take the format of the project and the argument of the project and tailor that to your audience. So when I read these or view these or listen to these, depending on what format that takes, I'm reading them as an audience member. And I'm thinking through how you're appealing to me as an audience member. So think back to project number 1, where you guys did the rhetorical analysis. We talked about ethos, pathos, logos. You analyzed that in project number 1, but now I'm asking you to use it. So now you're in the position of a rhetor, and you are creating and crafting ethos, pathos, and logos. So my minimum requirements are here. You must take a stance with relation to your controversy and attempt to persuade readers, viewers. So you did so much background information on your topic in project number 2. You know where a stance needs to be taken. You know where the controversies are. You might not talk about the entire project. You might actually have found a really small avenue for your project or a really small controversy that you want to argue about or take a stance or advocate for a position. That's totally fine. But you need to take a stance. You must speak to a very specific audience. Again, like I said, the general public is not an option. You must integrate and or use multimedia. So the videos that we've been doing, now keep in mind, those videos are kind of on the fly. In a lot of instances, you kind of just record them and go. The videos that we're using, I would say they're multimedia. I think they need to be a little bit more polished in order to fit the mold for this. So in order to advocate for an audience, I think that they would need to be more professional, more graphic, maybe edited some stuff into them. But video is not the only thing. So you can compose a comic. You can get creative and innovative with PowerPoint. Now, just putting together a PowerPoint isn't enough, okay? So if maybe you have a narrated PowerPoint, that might be helpful, or a narrated Prezi. Again, as long as it fits with your audience. You could create a website, a video game, etc. If you have something that falls outside of these, feel free to contact me for approval. Now, you will be turning in a 250-word audience analysis with your final project to explain to us who your audience is and give us information about that audience. So you're going to kind of analyze your audience and turn that in. It'll help guide the grading I do. So if you're talking about ASU students and you've analyzed them in certain ways, I can kind of grade with that angle when I'm reading it. So I've put together some minimum length requirements. for different types of things. But feel free to talk to me if there's something else that you wish to do. One of the things I tell students with this project is to start just kind of searching the internet. Start searching the kinds of multimedia projects you want to do. So if you wanted to create a commercial or an advocacy video, start looking those up, using those as examples to decide what you'd like to do. If you'd like to make a comic strip, the same thing. If you'd like to build a website, right? Start looking at advocacy websites to see what you can do. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty open to format. I'd say run it by me and we'll work with it. I also gave you guys the option to work with a partner or group. Now, if you guys did really different things for project number 2, a collaboration probably won't work. But if you want to work with a partner or group, please contact me as soon as possible and let me know your plans. You don't have to, and it's not required, okay? All right, thank you.